Welcome students. During this session we shall have a review on the past tense with the sub-tenses. Past tense, past simple tense, past continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense and past perfect tense. During the last session we have learnt about the present tense and its subtenses. Now we shall work out with the verb eat. With the subject singular first person, I take the past tense of eat. Past verb of eat will become I ate. You second person past tense of the word eat, you ate. Third person, he ate, she ate, it ate, we ate, they ate. So the past tense verb. We call this a simple past tense when we use only the past tense verb with the subject. Its continuous form, past continuous tense, uses be verb plus ing for the present. For the subject I was, take the ing form of the given verb, present participle form, eating. You, past tense, were eating. Third person, he was eating. She was eating. It was eating. We, plural first person, we were eating. They, third person plural form, were eating. So this was the past continuous tense where we are using the past be verbs and the present participle form of the given verb. Past perfect continuous tense takes have in past tense, be plus ing form or the present participle form of the given verb. Eat, eaten. So the past tense of have will be had. For the subject I, it is I had been eating. For the subject you had been eating. Third person he had been eating. She had been eating. It had been eating. We had been eating. Third person plural they had been eating. Well, next, past perfect tense with a given verb. Have is changed into past tense, had. Past participle of eat is eaten. For the subject I, it is had eaten. Past participle form. For the subject you, had eaten. He, third person singular, had eaten. She had eaten. It had eaten. First person plural. Had eaten. They had eaten. That was all about the positive past tense with the subtenses. Now we shall see the past tense with its subtenses and their negative forms. Simple past into negative. I did not eat. You did not eat. He did not eat. She did not eat. It did not eat. We did not eat. Third person plural. They did not eat. Next, past continuous in the negative form. I was eating. I was not eating. For the subject, you were not eating. Third person singular, he was not eating. She was not eating. It was not eating. We, first person plural, were not eating. Third person plural, they were not eating. The next one, past perfect continuous tense in negative. Have been plus ing takes a negative past tense. In the negative form, I had not been eating. So also with you had not been eating. He had not been eating. So also with she had not been eating. It had not been eating. We had not been eating. Third person, they had not been eating. Okay. Past perfect tense in the negative form. I had eaten. I had not eaten. You had not eaten. He had not eaten. She had not eaten. It had not eaten. We had not eaten. Third person, they had not eaten. Alright. Now we shall look into the interrogatives of the past tense with the subtenses. The interrogative of the simple past tense, I ate, takes the do verb in the past tense, that is did. Did I eat, question mark, with a you as subject. Did you eat? Third person. Did he eat? Did she eat? Did it eat? And the third person in the plural form. Did they eat? Second person in the plural form. Did we eat? All takes a question mark as they are interrogatives. Next, past continuous tense in the interrogatives. I was eating is changed as was I eating. For the subject you, were you eating? For the third person, was he eating? Was she eating? It, was it eating? For the second person in the plural form, for the first person in the plural form, were we eating? Third person in the plural form, were they eating? This was all about the positives in the interrogative. Now we shall look into the negatives and the interrogative. Past simple into negative, changed into interrogative. I did not eat. Into interrogative, didn't I eat? End up with a question mark. For the you, didn't you eat? Didn't he eat? Didn't she eat? Didn't it eat? For the second person in plural, didn't we eat? Third person in plural, didn't they eat? That was the simple past negative into interrogative. Now, past continuous tense negative form into interrogative. I was not eating changes into wasn't I eating? For we, for you, weren't you eating? End up with a question mark. Third person, wasn't he eating? So also with she, wasn't she eating? Wasn't it eating? First person plural, weren't we eating? Third person plural, weren't they eating? end up with a question mark. This was all about the negatives and negative interrogatives with the past tense. Now we shall see the usage of past tense. Past tense is used to denote the time of past action which is already done. For example, he broke my beautiful mobile. So this tells about the simple past tense. Okay, he broke. Wherein you see only the past tense verb. She bought me a new sandals. She bought. A simple past tense. We also use the simple past tense when the time is definite. His parcel arrived this morning. Arrived in simple past tense. They got him as a God's gift. Got is in the simple past tense. So we use this to tell the time which is already done and definite. Next, habitual action of the past also is told in simple past tense. We worked very hard at Belgaum. So some action which had been a habit in the past was to be told, and that can be told in the simple past tense. We worked. We only see the past tense verb. I won. The present tense of won is win. So we take the past tense in order to tell the past action or the habitual action. I won bronze medal when I was at first PU. I won is a past tense verb. Now we should see the usage of past continuous tense. So we use the past continuous tense to express an action which was going on in the past. Well, they were planning to celebrate his success. Were planning denotes the continuous tense, the action which was going on in the past. When I came, he was still sleeping. Was sleeping denotes the action in the past. So we also use past continuous tense to show a repeated action in the past. She was very talkative. So was talkative. Okay, past continuous tense. I was always teasing. Was teasing tells about the past continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense is used to show an action going on before another action had just begun. So, one action is already going on and in the process we see another action to begin. They had been throwing stones at the office before we reached there. Had been throwing tells about the past perfect continuous tense, and before we reached is the action which just begun. Reached. Next one, he had been selling vegetables before opening this store. Had been selling shown in past perfect continuous tense, and the next action before opening this. So before opening this is the next action which has just begun. So such an action can be shown with the past perfect continuous tense. Lastly, past perfect tense. The uses of past perfect tense. Two past actions in the same sentence are shown while the completed action is written in the past perfect tense, while the next action or the other action is shown in the simple past tense. For example, after he had completed his studies, he tried for a job. Had completed denotes the past perfect tense. The next action is a simple past tense. Tried for a job. Next one. When we reached our spot, the ferry boat had left. So, when we reach the spot is the recent action, had left was the earlier action. So, the completed action is shown in the past perfect tense, while the next action is shown in the simple past tense. Let us now familiarize with the past tense and the subtenses of the past tense. Identify the tense. Daya gave the report card. So the underlined word is in the past tense. So it is a simple past tense. Next one, the army was parading the street. Was parading tells about the continuous tense. So it is a past continuous tense, where past tense is denoted by the past be verb was. The girl had been trying. Had been trying tells about the perfect continuous tense. So it is past perfect continuous tense. Next one, they were listening. Be verb plus ing form in the past tense. So it is past continuous tense. Be verb in past tense. I had taken the newspaper. Had taken tells about the perfect tense, where have is given in past tense. So it is past perfect tense. Next, Raghu had bought some saplings. Had bought. Again it is past perfect tense. Everybody were discussing the details. Were discussing tells about the past continuous tense. Sumit felt tired. There is only a simple past tense, so it is simple past tense. Mother had been searching for car. Had been plus ing form, so it is a past perfect continuous tense. The children were writing an essay. Were writing be verb plus ing form, and be is in past tense, so it is past continuous tense. The next exercise, rewrite as directed. She has bought a computer into interrogatives and negative sentence. Has she bought a computer into interrogative? Into negative, she has not bought a computer. That's the negative form. He went to office. Give the interrogatives and the negatives. He went to office is in simple past tense. We take the negative. Did he go to office? Interrogative. He did not go to office. Next one. We had already finished dinner. Had already finished dinner is in the perfect, past perfect tense. We take its negative. We had not finished dinner. Next, the workers had felled the tree. Had felled is in the past perfect tense. Into interrogatives. Had the workers fell the tree. The girls presented flowers. So here we end up with a question mark. The girls presented flowers. Into interrogatives. Presented is in the simple past tense. So, did the girls present flowers? Into interrogatives. Well, this was all about the past tense and its subtenses, that is past simple tense, past continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense and past perfect tense. Try to solve the exercises given in your workbook. Thank you.